terrible too. Chauncey Billups and Terry Rozier finally got caught up for selling my parlays. Breaking the FbI's Operation Nothing But Net and Operation Royal Flush just blew open the Maximum Sports betting poker cheating app. Operation. Nobody named this Nothing But Net.
Individuals such as Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier were taken into custody today. Former, current NBA players and coaches. What you don't know is that this is an illegal gambling operation and sports rigging operation that spanned the course of years. The FBI led a coordinated takedown.
Years, and they just now doing it. See, I knew my parlay was getting sold, because there's no way you average like 40 points a game, and then when I bet on you, you score 10 points. Nah, there's no way.
Across 11 states to arrest over 30 individuals today responsible for this case, which is very much ongoing. Individuals.
There's no way. I be with gang because they love me. How am I GMB? What's he talking about? You're an NBA player. Nah, what's he talking about? This is probably what got him caught up right here. You don't be with the gang. You play basketball. What are you talking about, my guy? What are you talking about? You be with the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat. That's the team you play for. You don't be with the gang. You're an NBA player. You don't be with the gang. This man. Nah, this man. What's he talking about? You gotta make it more. You gotta make it look a little more believable when you're shaving points off the game. Fed's gonna. This is probably the top detective right here. Terry Rozier had no props listed all day. Was never listed on the injury report. His props get listed late, and then he plays the first quarter and is ruled out for the rest of the game. Surely nothing shady is going on here. Chauncey Billups called a timeout to take his two players, Denny Avdija, with 37 by the way, out of the game with 3 minutes left in 5-point game, and never put him back in. You will never convince me some of these teams don't blatantly lose on purpose. Facts. 36 points. Why you take somebody out? If somebody got 36 points, why you take them out of the game? And it's 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. If they got 36 points, why you take them out of the game? 37 points? Nah. Bruh. But y'all ever had a good parlay that was about to hit, and then they benched your player? Like, why are you benching this player? He got like 20 points already. He got 30 points. And it's a close game right here. Why you benching him? Like, this is why I be losing my parlays. That be making me want to break something. Oh my god. That be making me want to break something when they sit my parlay. Oh my god, they sit my parlay on the bench when he need two more points and one more rebound. They sit him on the bench. And they be like, all right, standing ovation, guys. All right, Luka's gonna be out for now. Luka's like headed to the bench for the rest of the game. And then all the feds just start giving it a standing ovation. What? Nah, I be tight. I'm not gonna lie. Now, if I ever catch somebody, one of these NBA players that was rigging these, that was Chauncey Phillips, rigging my parlays. Nah. Now, when I seen this clip right here, I knew bro was guilty. I knew he did it. I knew Terry Rozier was guilty when I seen this clip right here. Bro was literally selling his team. Look at this. This is a professional NBA basketball player right here. Professional basketball player. How do you lose the ball? Oh my god. How do you lose the ball and nobody touched you? No pressures. He's guarding you from 3 feet away. No pressures being applied to you. How do you just lose the ball? How do you lose the ball? Like, look. Was you trying to nutmeg him? Like, was he trying to nutmeg him or something? What's he doing? It's no way. How do you lose the ball and no pressure is being applied to you? They're not putting Hall of Fame clamps on you. They're not putting Hall of Fame or legend on ball menace, legend immovable forcer. It's no on ball. This is off ball still. Off ball still in the NBA. No. Did he just roll the ball? Nah, this can't be real. Did he just roll the ball in between his legs? Look, he's rolling the ball in between his legs. Look. He pushed the ball to this player right here. Nah. I knew it. He was really selling his own team to make an extra $200K when he's already making $352,000 a game. Not $325. Not $300K a year a game. Nah, that boy got too greedy. Whoever had Terry Rozier on their fantasy on their fantasy draft, I know they was tight. I know they was tight on this game. It was tight. And then look him jogging back. He's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like that was an accident or something. Oh my God. I lost the ball. Nah, this is the word. He literally threw it to him. And he look, he put his foot in the ground. He about to start running before the ball get to him. He about to start running. Selling. This can't be real. Selling. What a tough night. What a tough night. He's literally throwing the ball to them. Nah. I'm not gonna lie. After this shot, if I'm the coach, I'm grabbing him by his ear. I'm grabbing him by his ear. Take him in the locker room. Oh my gosh. I'm spanking him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna put somebody else in. I'm benching him. I'm benching for the rest of the game. No, I'm ejecting him from the arena. 3 air balls, two turnovers. See, this is how I know. This is how I know the coach was in on it. This is how I know the coach was in on it. There's no way you don't bench him after all this. After all this, there's no way you don't bench him. Why is he putting up heavily contested shots? You're not like that. You're not him. Nah. He missing these on purpose. He's missing these shots on purpose. Ain't no way. He passed the ball to the mascot. Nah. He passed the dog. He just passed the ball to Max the dog. It ain't no way. He passed the dog to Max the dog, the opponent's mascot. Alright. Niggas. Oh my gosh. He's 0 for 5. He's 0 for 5. Oh my gosh. Nah. I'm not gonna lie. Nah, this man was selling. This man was really selling people parlays for an extra 200K. Imagine like the whole team really wanted to win, and this man really just over here just selling, trying to make 100, 200 extra 200K. This man really selling the parlays. This crazy. Like you in the NBA, you done made it already. You just coming here to sell parlays. Like what's wrong with this man?
They may have cleared Terry Rozier, but not the FBI. This dude will never play in the league again. Rozier is done for life, just like Jonte Porter.
Oh, he tried to gamble. Like I heard he was making like $352,000 a game. $352,000 a game. People, nah, that's crazy. That's a crazy. And he trying to gamble to make some extra profit to be in with the mob.
Chauncey Billups 2. Wait until you hear what he did that I have not heard talked about involving Damian Lillard. But these are 2 separate cases just announced that both involve NBA players and coaches. The first one we already knew about.
Wait, coaches too? Oh, they got the coach too? Nah, that's crazy. They really just been selling our parlays. Like I need some reimbursement. I'm not gonna lie. I need some reimbursement, or I gotta start suing. I need at least 500. I'm not gonna lie. I need at least 500 bonus funds.
Got new details on, including illegal betting with the Los Angeles Lakers. The other case is new. It's a poker game that Chauncey Billups played in. So who cares? It's poker. Actually, it was a bit more than that. These were rigged games connected to the mafia. So when someone didn't pay, they would threaten violence, even held a guy at gunpoint who refused to give them what they wanted.
Whoa.
But is Chauncey really guilty? Well, can you believe 2 years ago, a pro poker player called Chauncey out on his podcast, said they knew the game was rigged but couldn't prove it.
There was this game, it started in LA and then it came to Vegas for a few days, and it was all built around Chauncey Billups. It obviously was for sure confirmed to be cheated, but there's just no recourse. Well, it's tough too whenever you're dealing with somebody like high profile like that, because it's like this guy beat charges. You think he cares about you calling him a cheater?
Yeah.
Wow. And that was 2 years ago. Chauncey is cooked. But at the same time, I have to acknowledge these 2 cases aren't directly connected, so why announce them together? And why now? Some people are accusing the FBI of being biased against against the NBA, trying to send him a message about how they...
Chauncey Billups is too old to be moving like this. I'm not gonna lie. If he get arrested, like if he gets sentenced, bro, it's over for him. He like 62 years old. It's over for him. It's cooked. He's not coming back out. When he come back out, he gonna be in a wheelchair.
Speak and not going to the White House after you win a championship, huh? Well, the FBI director was asked about that to his face. But let's start with the sports betting because...
Wait, what?
People are accusing the FBI of being biased against the NBA, trying to send him a message about how they speak and not going to the White House after you win a championship, huh? Well, the FBI director was asked about that to his face. But let's start with the sports betting because that's the really big one that affects the league. Info was used to place bets on the Hornets, Magic, Blazers, Lakers, and Raptors. Of course, we already knew about the Raptors. That was Jonte Porter. Sportsbooks noticed weird betting patterns on Porter's underprops, huge red flag, so they reported it to authorities, who then made arrests. Now, Porter said that he told associates that he was going to leave a game early so that the bet would cash. Well, now the FBI says Rozier did the exact same thing. March 23rd, 2023, game while he was on the Hornets. Rozier told people who would leave early about $200,000 worth of bets hit. But what about those other teams? The Blazers, the Magic, the Lakers? Well, the FBI says that Rozier and Damon Jones, an ex-assistant coach, would use inside info. The exact wording was, they misused information obtained from long-standing relationships with coaches and players to pass along betting information. So Damon Jones was a teammate with LeBron in Cleveland. Then he coached him in 2016. He was his personal shooting coach, okay?
LeBron? He was selling LeBron? Oh, nah.
Damon Jones was a teammate with LeBron in Cleveland. Then he coached him in 2016. He was his personal shooting coach, okay? This man finds out that LeBron is going to sit against the Bucks last year. Sure enough, no Bron, and that bet hits. Then he gets info on Anthony Davis, and what happens next is actually kind of funny. So the indictment says that he learned from AD's trainer that AD was going to be out February 9th against the Thunder. So he then texts a guy named Eric Ernest, who pays Jones a $2,500 fee for the information.
Only $2,500 for some information. Only $2,500?
Ernest then gives that info to another guy who places a $100,000 bet against the Lakers.
100K?
Then AD not only plays, but he plays his regular minutes and plays great. Lakers win, and the bet loses. Ernest then texts Damon.
Oh, nah. Oh, nah. Imagine cheating and still losing.
Jones like, what the heck? I want my money back. But Jones or Rozier would have info on who wouldn't play on the Blazers, March 24, 2023, and they knew that every Magic starter was going to sit April 6th. The FBI says information on who wouldn't play came from a Magic player with a relationship to a defendant and was bet on. But
a Magic player.
Chauncey also gave info to that same gambling connect on his own team, the Blazers. Check this from the...
Wait, so the whole NBA been selling my parlays? Nah, bro. I can't stand for that. I need my bonus funds. I'm not gonna lie.
FbI. On March 24, 2023, the Blazers played the Bulls. Prior to the game, their record was 32-40, out of playoff contention. Co-conspirator 8, that is Chauncey, told the defendant Eric Ernest that the Trailblazers were going to be tanking. So Billups told Ernest before the news was publicly announced, several of the Blazers' best players, including player 1, would not be playing in that game. I looked at Damian Lillard. That was the first game that he sat when they tanked. The information they'd be tanking and not playing Damian Lillard was not available to the public. So he gave inside info on his own team. That is banned for life type stuff. But he was also charged in this mafia poker game thing. The way that worked was ex-athletes were used to draw in these fish. We're basically like rich old guys with a ton of money who want to play against ex-athletes, right? So the FBI says that Chauncey would lure these fish in, but the mafia already had the whole game rigged. They already knew what cards everyone had at the table.
How did the NBA players and coaches get ties with the mafia and stuff? How? Like this, like some. I thought mafia only did like boxing and stuff. How did they get ties with the mafia? The Mahab.
The way they did it was they used a rigged shuffler, an x-ray table, so if you had the cards down, it knew what cards it was, and a camera.
And why is the mafia setting parlays and stuff? What they got going on? They setting parlays and stuff? Nah.
Inside the chip holder. Then they would relay that info to people at the table.
And why didn't they like drop the mafia family names? Like, is the FBI scared of the mafia families? Why didn't they drop the names or nothing when like they knew the mafia was behind it? Why they not about to drop the names? They're not gonna arrest the mafia? Is the mafia that powerful? Like, why don't we arrest the mafia?
Tell them exactly how to play. They stole about $7 million in total from these fish guys. So this is a big announcement with a lot of guys from the NBA. So why are people saying it's political? Well, let's start with the fact that the NBA as a whole is not the most friendly to this administration, right? In 2017, the Warriors were the first team to refuse a White House visit after winning their championship with Trump in office. And speaking of Trump, Steve Kerr, Greg Popovich frequently go off on him. Pop once called him a soulless coward and a, quote, pathetic individual, a small man who has to make everybody around him smaller, so he thinks he's going to be bigger. Well, that's not very nice. But during the pandemic, the NBA, by far the most outspoken league, which led Trump to call them basically a political organization. So the theory is he is now going after them for speaking out all these years against him. But where is the evidence of that? Well, these are two completely separate cases. The Mafia was behind the poker game, not the prop betting thing. That was just a group of shady gamblers. The connection was Billups and Damon Jones. They seem like two shady friends doing shady
But is that Diddy?
things. But the FBI makes it sound like it's this big NBA conspiracy.
Today we are here in New York to announce a
Bro, I knew they was. Bro, I been knew they was like cheating. I knew the parlay was fake, bro. There's no way. Cause it would be like something like I need like my player need 2 more points and they bench the player for like the whole rest of the game. There's no way. Like, all right, I be thinking I'm about to hit. All right, he just need 2 more points. He just need 2 more points, and then they bench the player. Nah, the coaches be on some other stuff. I'm not gonna lie.
historic arrest across a wide-sweeping criminal enterprise that envelops both the NBA and La Cosa Nostra.
Okay, La Cosa Nostra is the mafia. He's putting their names together, the NBA and La Cosa Nostra, like they're in on it together. These are two completely separate cases. But when asked again, he said this.
This is the insider trading saga for the NBA.
What is the sports betting or the poker games? Why would you not make that distinction unless you're trying to make the NBA look bad? So yes, the FBI wants to make sure the entire NBA looks bad here, no question. I mean, what other reason is there to do this now? Rozier investigation been going on 2 years. It wraps up now when the season starts. But at the same time, these guys look guilty as hell. We could see a coach and Hall of Famer plus another player get banned for life. Now, I know a lot of people say legal gambling is to blame, but shady stuff has been going on for years. We only know about this from legal gambling. Sportsbooks caught Jonte Porter unders, reported to the FBI. That never happened before legalization. All underground. So this whole thing is deeper and more messed up than we thought. We'll just see if other names come out once these guys start talking to the FBI. But